This video is about chords major, minor, augmented and diminished. This video is the first in a series of exercises about chords. By the end of this video you will understand about how to construct major, minor, diminished and augmented chords by counting semitones. The simplest form of chord is a triad. A triad is a chord with 3 notes. In a triad you have the bottom note, the third, which is the middle note, and the fifth, which is the top note. And that fits into a pattern of play, miss, play, miss, play. So we start by playing C, we miss out D, we play E, miss out F, play G. So that gets us a chord where C is the root, E is the middle note, the third, G is the top note, the fifth, which is a C major chord. That C major chord is the simplest example that I could find. And before working out different types of chords and chords on other notes, there's another piece of information that we need to know, and that's about how to count semitones. So the easiest way to do this is to look at a picture of a piano or a piano in your mind. So to start on C, we count up a semitone, that gets you to C sharp. Then up another semitone to D, up another semitone to D sharp, then up to E, another semitone to E. Now between E and F on the piano there's no black notes, so E up to F is a semitone, F goes up to F sharp, another semitone, F sharp up to G, another semitone, up another semitone to G sharp, up another semitone to A, up another semitone to A sharp, up another semitone to B, and then again between B and C there is no black note, so that's a semitone from B to C. So to construct a major chord, we go from the root 4 semitones to the third, and then we go up another 3 semitones to the fifth. So if we're starting on C, we count up 4 semitones, 1, 2, 3, 4, which gets us to E, and then we count up another 3 semitones, 1, 2, 3, which gets us to G. So that major chord, C, E and G, is a C major chord. So now we're going to look at another example of a chord. We're going to look at an A major chord. So we're going to start on A, count up 4 semitones, 1, 2, 3, 4, that gets us to C sharp, and then up another 3, which gets us to E. So the pattern for a minor chord now is slightly different. We start on the root and we go up 3 semitones to the third, and then we go up another 4 semitones to the fifth. So starting on C, 1, 2, 3. Now we end up on E flat. We've got to call it E flat and not D sharp because of the play miss play. So we're playing a C, we're missing a D, we've got to play an E next, so we call it E flat. We then go up another 4 semitones. This is to G. So a C minor chord is C, E flat and G. So let's work out another minor chord now. We're going to look at an F sharp minor chord. We're just going to start on F sharp, count up 3, 1, 2, 3, gets us to A, and then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, gets us to F sharp. So an F sharp minor chord is F sharp, A and C sharp. The next chord that we're going to look at is a diminished chord. So with a diminished chord we count up from the root 3 semitones to the third, and then up another 3 semitones to the fifth. So if we're going to work out a diminished chord on E flat, we start on C, and we count up 3, 1, 2, 3, which gets us to E flat, and then we count up another 3, 1, 2, 3, which gets us to G flat. Now we've got to call it E flat and G flat, not D sharp and F sharp, because we want the basic triad to fit into the pattern of play, miss, play, miss, play. So for a C chord it's always a C, an E and a G. So our next example of a diminished chord is on E flat. We count up 3, 1, 2, 3, which gets us to G flat, and then we count up another 3, which gets us to an A, but we want to call it a B double flat to fit into our nice pattern. Our next chord to work out is an augmented chord. So this has from the root up 4 semitones, from the third up another 4 semitones to the fifth. So if we're starting on C, we count up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that gets us to E, and then we count up another 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which gets us to G sharp. So a C augmented chord is C, E, and G sharp. So for another example of an augmented chord, we're going to start on F sharp. We're going to count up 4 semitones from F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gets us to A sharp, and then we're going to count up another 4 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gets us to D, but to fit into our nice pattern of play, miss, play, miss, play, we want to use it, a different name for it, and call it a C double sharp. So that's the basics of how to work out chords and the triads with the root, the third, the fifth, the pattern of the play, miss, play, miss, play, to end up with our 3-note triad. For example, C, E, and G is a C major chord, and that's because of the intervals between the notes, which we've counted in semitones. So hopefully now you can remember and understand what the different types of chords are. In the comment box for this video, there's some Google quizzes that will help you apply it to music, analyse how composers have used chords, and then to get you to evaluate and think about how you can use chords in your own creative work to get effects.